There is a living machine buried under your scalp right now. It never sleeps, it never takes a break, and it is building your hair strand by strand, cell by cell, every single second of every single day. You have over 100,000 of these machines running at the same time. And the craziest part? Most people have no idea they exist and are accidentally destroying them. Let's talk about what's actually down there. Imagine your skin is like the ground. Now imagine someone dug a tiny tunnel straight down into it, about 4 millimeters deep. That's barely the thickness of 2 coins stacked together. At the top of this tunnel, there's a small opening. That's where your hair strand pokes through. But at the bottom, that's where everything happens. That rounded base at the bottom of the tunnel is the control center. Scientists have a name for this whole tunnel structure. They call it the hair follicle. But honestly, just think of it as a tiny underground production unit. Now here's what makes this production unit insane. These tiny cells are splitting, multiplying, and stacking on top of each other non-stop. And each new layer gets pushed, they harden. They lose all life. They turn into the strand you see on your head. So your hair isn't growing from the tip. It's being manufactured at the base and shoved upward like a slow conveyor belt that never stops. But here's the thing nobody talks about. This production unit can't run on nothing. It needs fuel. And that fuel, it comes from your blood. Wrapped around the very bottom of that tunnel, right where those cells are dividing, there's a tiny network of blood vessels. Think of them like supply lines delivering raw materials. Iron, amino acids, vitamins, all arriving through your blood directly to those fast-dividing cells. Every single heartbeat sends a fresh delivery to that base. And as long as those supply lines keep delivering, the production unit keeps building hair. But what happens when the supply slows down? When blood flow decreases from stress, bad nutrition, tight hairstyles cutting off circulation, inflammation, those cells at the base start starving. They divide slower. The hair strand they produce gets thinner, weaker. And if the supply drops too much for too long, the entire production unit can shut off. No fuel means no production. No production means no hair from that follicle. This is why two people with identical genetics can have completely different hair thickness. One is feeding their production units properly, the other is unknowingly starving them. And here's what makes this even scarier. Even if you do everything right, even if you feed those cells perfectly, this production unit still has a built-in timer. When that timer hits 0, the whole system shuts down on its own. Your body literally programs each of these machines to stop after a certain period. Why? What triggers it? And can you slow it down? That's exactly what we're breaking down next. Subscribe, because that timer might already be running out.